Okay, so in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a PHP project and link it to the index file. A very simple one, but before we do that, a little bit of information. So when you click on open your favorite web browser and you go http://localhost, it brings you to this page. Now I want you to go to Start, Computer, C Drive, go to Apache 2 htdocs. I want you to double click on this file. So you notice here that for the most part it looks like it loads the exact same page, but what's different is the URL. What is the difference between this and this? Well, let me explain in very simple terms. So in a nutshell, when I double click on this file, okay, it's going to load this index file directly to the web browser without going to any side steps, any detours. It doesn't go through any computer programs. It just goes straight from here into my web browser, as you can see here. This file here looks exactly the same, but there's two very important differences. By going through localhost, okay, I load the same file, but it goes through a web server, and then it goes through PHP, and then it shows up on my screen. Okay, that's important because the web server, and well, not so much the web server, the PHP is going to change the file a little bit. Okay, and a web server does exactly what it says, what the name says. It serves up or distribute web pages to the browsers that's connected to that web server. So it just sits there and dishes out information. Alright, so the difference is we want our PHP programs to go through the PHP processor in order to follow the commands that we've given it and show up on the screen. Okay, in fact, it has to be that way. So we will never double click on this file to open it. Okay, we will always run it through localhost. Alright, so let's start right from the beginning. I'm going to let's open Eclipse. Let's create a basic Hello World project. So first thing in Eclipse is it's going to ask you to choose a workspace. So make sure you always select C, Apache, okay, and htdocs, and click OK. C, Apache, htdocs. This is going to be our workspace. And just so you're clear, this applies to your home computer or your personal computer, not your school computer. So we're going to close this one off, and here is our Eclipse workspace. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go File, New PHP Project. We're going to call this one HW. Now be careful with this name. This will be the folder name inside of your htdocs folder. In programming, never spaces, never punctuation marks, except an underscore. Okay, so click on Next and click on Finish. And we see here's our PHP project. If you go back to the folder in which PHP is located, Apache 2 htdocs, you see here that we have an HW Hello World folder. Okay, if we open this up, we see that we have several files that Eclipse created for us. So in this file here, we're going to create a new one, a new PHP file. We're going to call it hw.php. Okay, so all I did here is I right click in here, okay, right click in here, new PHP file. Okay, now all I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a very simple